Yo, what's going on, you guys? So the other day I was curious, how much did the Dota 2 anime increase the Dota 2 player base? Now, since the release of the anime, the player base has pretty much stayed exactly the same, and it didn't grow at all. Now, I don't know 100% because I don't work at Valve if the anime on Netflix was meant to draw in new players. Now, this might have just been a cool project because honestly, let's think about it. All these characters have like cool lore and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to make like a Counter-Strike anime. Like, there's not really any lore for Counter-Strike, right? But in Dota 2, all the characters have like specific storylines and stuff, backgrounds and whatnot. So I can see them making just like an art project for Dota 2, and honestly, it's pretty cool that they did that. But I believe the main point of doing all that was to bring in new players, which they didn't do at all. The player base has pretty much stayed exactly the same, maybe went up by a little bit, but nothing significant. And the reason I think they made it to bring in new players is because, one, you see the new updates, we got the new player mode, and not to mention the community made new tutorial also talks about the anime. So clearly the community thought, there's going to be a lot of people coming from the anime, and this just wasn't the case based on the numbers alone. So before I talk about what I think Valve should do to boost the player base, I want to talk about a little bit of what it's like to be an outsider from Dota 2, and I guess games in general. So most games have kind of like a more of a closed community, right? They don't really care if new people join because there's so many people that love the game, and they die for the game. They just love this game and everything about it, right? Like, I love Counter-Strike. I love all the little tiny things in Counter-Strike. I like little glitches. I like pixel walks, all that like garbage. I've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time. I like Super Smash Bros. Melee. I like everything about it, even the crazy glitches. Some of the unfairness definitely plays into like strategy and whatnot. There's tons of games like that. But every once in a while, games come out that are really popular that are more of like an open community. Like, look at Among Us, right? Everyone can play Among Us. Look at PUBG. It's a battle royale. It's a little bit more closed than Among Us, but at the same time, it's super fun. You can just get your group of friends, go out and play, and try to win. Then we move on to games like Dota 2 and League of Legends. Now, I think League of Legends player base is a little bit more open than Dota 2. Dota 2 is definitely a little bit more hardcore community-wise than League of Legends. But if you haven't been a fan of Dota 1 or Han in the past, I feel like you're not really going to get into Dota 2 like everyone else. So let me tell you what I think Valve should do to boost the player base. They need to spend their money by paying streamers to play their game. That's it. But they need to pick the people wisely. Now, if you've looked on YouTube, you can see some of the top streamers have actually played Dota 2 a couple of years ago. I found XQC playing Dota 2 about 3 years ago. Same with Shroud. Same with I'm a Cutie Pie. And he brought some other League pros along, ex-League pros. And that's a very popular video. As you know, Tyler 1 was playing the game, but Tyler 1 was also kind of doing variety at that point. He wasn't really, committing himself to Dota 2. He was only playing it because, he was waiting for his League ban to be over, and that's like a whole nother story. But I think it's pretty widely known that Riot has bounties on Twitch to play League of Legends. So if you were like Mizkif or something, someone like massively huge, you could actually just get paid like a couple $1,000s to play League of Legends. Now, I don't know how true that is today, but I know for a fact in the past I've heard Tyler 1 talking about, Riot pays him to play League of Legends. Like, he was going to probably play anyways, but Riot pays him. Now, I know you guys are thinking, why would Valve pay the people to play Dota 2 when there's already so many people playing Dota 2? It's because the people outside the Dota 2 world are very popular. So if Valve got any of those types of people to play their game, for a week, maybe spend $50,000, you might get like 100,000 new players. It's that big of a deal, right? Like Moist Critical. When's the last time Valve hit up Moist Critical to play Dota 2? Probably never. When's the last time Valve hit up Offline TV and Pokimane? Probably never. When's the last time Valve talked to Ludwig about playing Dota 2 and doing some sponsored stream? Probably never. And these are the people that I think Valve needs to be talking to. Now, aside from advertising and spending money and all that, I feel like League definitely does a better job for casual players, new players, than Dota does. When you log into Dota and you go to play, yes, there are other modes, but they're all on the same map. They're all on the standard Dota 5v5 map, and it's just like variations of that game mode. Obviously we have Turbo now, but then if we look at League of Legends, we have Summer's Rift, which is the classic 5v5. Now you can play ranked, unranked, or kind of like a hybrid between the two. It's unranked, but it's in the ranked setting, so you get to see what ranked is like if you're a new player. But League also has auto chess built into the freaking front page of their client. And if you wanted to play auto chess in Dota, you have to go to arcade, you have to search auto chess. You know, it's kind of like out of your way, and if you were a brand new player, you wouldn't know where to find it, let's be honest. Not only auto chess, teamfight tactics, but we also have Howling Abyss. We have ARAM. This is a special 5v5 kind of like battle out mode. It's all random, all mid. It's a special map. And honestly, it's one of the most fun modes. You can get your friends, try some new characters. It takes 10 to 15 minutes. And Dota doesn't have anything like that unless you want to search through the arcade and find something similar. And if you do find something like that, you have to wait for people to join. Why isn't there some of the most fun arcade modes in Dota 2? Because one of the greatest things about Dota 2 is the arcade mode. I don't know if you've ever played some of the arcade modes, but they're very creative, and there's like thousands of them. Why don't we get like the top 5 arcade modes that maybe they're a bit shorter or just very unique? Put them when you click the play button, have them pop up. Have matchmaking set for these modes. People don't always want to play 5v5 for fun. People don't always want to play Turbo. People want to have just like fun with their friends in 20 minutes. They don't always want to play a serious match. They don't always want to test out a hero in the normal 5v5 mode. You know, that's why we have ARAM in League. ARAM is definitely one of the most fun. You don't have to go searching through the arcade to find 3v3 custom map or whatever it is, and it's right on the front page. And there's a matchmaking queue for it. You don't have to like sit in a lobby and hope people see the lobby. I just feel like League does things a little bit better than Dota 2 does, especially when it's a new player joining the game. Anyways, guys, these are just a couple thoughts I was thinking of. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the stuff I talked about here? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.